Let's go across to Rika now, who joins us from Paris. And Rika, tell us about the opening ceremony. It's going to be different. It's going to be along the Seine as well. And lucky you being there for the Olympics and, speaking to so many of the Indian contingent, really hoping to improve on our previous record.
Well, Gargi, good morning to our lovely viewers. It is close to 5 a.m. in the morning here, and it's raining in Paris. Everyone knows how beautiful Paris is in rains. So I wasn't able to really go out and show you what the outside looks like. But the city is all dressed to welcome over 10,000 athletes. Most of them have checked into the Olympics village. Some of them are still coming in because the competitions will go on till 11th of August. So some athletes will check in later. So far as the Indian contingent is concerned, most of them are here. PV Sindhu and Sharath Kamal will be the flag bearers for India at the Olympic Games. 117 of them will be here. Not all will be seen parading down the Seine this evening because right at the end of the opening ceremony, few hours after the opening ceremony, India's medal contenders in shooting will be seen in action in the shooting ranges in Châteauroux, which is about 2.5 hours from Paris. So, eyes will be on that. But for tonight, it will be the opening ceremony on the Seine River, about 6 kilometers stretch on the river that is being guarded. About 10,000 policemen who will be patrolling in land and sea. And interestingly, Charles de Gaulle Airport, which is one of the busiest airports in the world, will become a no-fly zone during the Olympics opening ceremony. That will see several world leaders. And Gargi, there are rumors that a certain Lady Gaga will be seen performing at the opening.
All right, Rika, if you could tell us a bit about where our hopes lie. What are the big hopes in the Indian contingent?
See, it's very difficult to pin down that way because, 117 of them all gunning for glory in Paris. But, if one really has to cull a few medalists from them, I will not probably hazard a guess in terms of who will win, but I can tell you the sports that are being, Indian sports that are being talked about. Number one is shooting. Shooting has sent a very big contingent this time around, only next to China. There are 21 Indian shooters. So shooters, a young shooting contingent, they're expected to win some medals. Hockey, athletics, India is hoping to win at least one, if not two medals. Then boxers, there are some terrific boxers in action, particularly in women's. We have Lavlina and Nikhat. We have wrestlers. We also, are hoping that there will be a surprise element. Each Olympics has thrown up a surprise element. So we are hoping that, there is a surprise element this time around. Weightlifting, we have Mirabai Chanu. See, last time around, we won 7 medals. Everyone is hoping that this time it is a double-digit score for India. And the Indian athletes have prepared well. They're capable of doing so. But we really have to see. It is Olympics. It is the biggest sporting show on earth. How well India turns up is something we'll have to wait and see.
That's right, Rika. And also, you've been reporting on sports and Indian sports for so long, but the focus on our sportsmen, sportswomen and sports in general has gone up tremendously over the last couple of years, especially, after all the events, after the Commonwealth Games had taken place, and how, even here at NDTV, we really, play up all events, all achievements, all sports people. So over the years, even, the Indian interest and expectations have really risen high, and lots of people have got invested in getting us more success on the sporting front.
Well, Gargi, if you look at the Indian sporting ecosystem today, it is truly, as you mentioned, Samaj, Sarkar and Bazaar at play, because it is the sportsmen and women being supported by the government. They are being supported by private players. who then bridge the need, the actual training need from what they get from the government. And then there are a network of NGOs as well who are supporting the sporting ecosystem. As a result, so many young players have come up, and the average age of the Indian shooting team has gone down. Today, we have the youngest swimmer swimming for India who's 14 years old. So we have a lot of the teenagers who are taking part in this edition of the Games. This is their first Olympic Games. Remember when Manu Bhaker went to Tokyo, she was Manu Bhaker, the shooter, went to Tokyo. She was a teenager as well. 4 years down the line, she is, a mature shooter at 22. In fact, at 22, you become a veteran in the team, and that's actually telling a story of Indian sports, how early they begin and how early they peak. However, now the consistency really has to depend on how much they are able to hold their bodies, hold their mind together to be able to sustain the momentum of the Olympics, because there is a very high burnout rate. Yesterday, we were speaking to PR Srijesh, and I would say, in fact, you heard me speaking to Gagan Narang. Gagan is one of those who has played 4 Olympic Games, which means, keeping your mind and body in sync over 20 years. There's another one I caught up just outside the Olympics village, PR Srijesh, who's the goalkeeper of the Indian hockey team, and he has also been a part of the team for 4 Olympic Games, and that's again 20 years. It's not easy for a sports person to hold their mind and body for 20 years. It requires high level of dedication, skill, and not just that, involvement of sports science and improving oneself over the years.